Good day, everyone. So, the title of my research proposal is all about assessment of management practices among family owned businesses in relation to enterprise effectiveness and sustainability. So, here on the chapter one, the problem and its scope. So, chapter one includes background of the study, theoretical and conceptual framework, statement of the problem, hypothesis of the study, significance of the study, research scope and delimitation, and definition of terms. So here in the theoretical framework of my research proposal, so you can see here figure 1.1 and figure 1.2. So that is the systems theory model. So here, according to this model, so an organization is seen as a whole living being. To comprehend the entirety of the organization, it is also considered the coherence and connection between each component. So in the first and the second model that I have shown earlier, so those theory displayed in the diagram below, so that is the two circle model in figure 1.1. So it acknowledged how important it was for the family and business goals and interests to be in sync as well as how they affected each other. So this model also made it simpler to comprehend how the conflicting norms of the family and the businesses could cause individuals and systems to become confused. But even in the early phases of their collaboration, Taguiri and Davis felt that the two circles did not adequately capture the interactions and conflicts they were observing in the family business systems they were researching, as it only shows the family and the business parts. So, in that case, they began looking for a more effective structure and developed the three circle model. So, that is in the figure 1.2, where it depicts the three overlapping and interrelated groupings of family, ownership, and business. So, that is according to Cambridge Family Enterprise Press 2018. Next, we have here the conceptual framework of my research proposal. So here in figure 1.3, so the figure shows the management practices which are culture, governance, communication, trust, strategic planning, and succession are pointing towards the dependent variable which is the enterprise effectiveness and sustainability. And the next part is the statement of the problem. So, this study aims to assess the management practices of micro to small scale family owned businesses in Dipolog City. It is also designed to look into the relationship between management practices and enterprise effectiveness and sustainability and develop a management plan. So, in particular, the study sought to answer the following questions. So, number one, what is the company profile of the business in terms of nature of business, years of operation, number of employees, and family ownership? Number two, to what extent management practices are employed by the family owned businesses in terms of culture, governance, communication, trust, strategic planning, and succession. Number three, what is the level of enterprise effectiveness and sustainability in terms of marketing, finance, production and operation, and human resource management? Number four, is there significant relationship between management practices and enterprise effectiveness and sustainability? Number five, is there significant difference between management practices of family-owned businesses when analyzed in terms of its company profile? Number six, is there a significant difference in the enterprise effectiveness and sustainability of family-owned businesses when analyzed according to company's profile? And we have here the significance of the study. So the purpose of this study is clearly to explain to the reader how and what the study will contribute, as well as who will benefit from it. So we have here the following beneficiaries of the study. So the family members, the employees, future family business owner, and also the other researchers. So we have also here the scope and delimitation of the study. So this outlines the researcher's scope of place, time, respondents, etc., and the probable limitation that the researchers identify with their research. So the respondents of the study will coming from the selected medium to small enterprises, family-owned businesses in Dipolog City. So the interpretation written in this paper may not be true to the whole population as targeted, but instead may only be true to all respondents who actually participated in the study. The interpretations in this paper should be taken with caution considering with the data or variables used in multiple regression analysis are not normally distributed. And also we have the following no, the definition of terms. And here in chapter 2, so it includes the related literatures um, in relation with the study or the proposal. And also here in the chapter 3, we have the research methodology. So first we have in this portion the research method. So in this study, a descriptive correlational method is used to assess management practices among family-owned businesses in relation to enterprise effectiveness and sustainability. So in descriptive correlational studies, a statistical tool is used to measure the relationship between variables and indicate how effective may affect the other. So the variables being studied are described as well as the relationships that occur between and among the variables. So this approach is a non-experimental design that seeks to establish a correlational between two variables and explain the relationship, which does not imply a causal relationship but rather an associative one. So that is according to descriptive or correlational research 2020. And here in the research environment, so the study is conducted in selected areas in Dipolog City, the province capital of Zamboanga del Norte. And in the research respondents and sampling, so a purposive sampling is used for the collection of data for the participants because the study concentrated on family members who are actively involved in the management of MSEs in Dipolog City. So the sampling approach is appropriate for the study because the primary purpose of purposive sampling is to select respondents that have characteristics needed in the sample. So in this study, the researchers has 100 respondents, which include family members who are directly managing the business. So the sample size is calculated using the following formula. And then we also have here the research instruments and then validity. So in this study, the survey questionnaire is used by the researcher to assess the management practices among family-owned businesses in relation to enterprise effectiveness and then sustainability. So after the researchers crafted the questionnaire, it was then evaluated and validated by three experts in the field of research to ensure its clarity, presentation, sustainability, adequateness, attainment of purpose, objectivity, and scale and evaluation. So it was shown here in table 3.7. So each criterion is rated with 5 as the highest score and 1 as the lowest. And also here in table 8, this is the reliability statistics table. And then research procedure. So the procedures the researcher used to carry out the study are listed below. So these are the procedures that were utilized or used to organize the research proposal. So gathering of respondents. So first, um, a letter was sent to the DTI or Department of Trade and Industry in order to get a list of family-owned businesses here in Dipolog City. And then um, a message or letter was also sent for the permission to conduct a study. Pilot testing of the questionnaire was also done. Distribution of survey questionnaire, collecting, checking, and processing of data, summarizing of data collected, and the presentation of results. And then lastly, we have here the references that were used or included in this research proposal. That's all. Thank you.